So what's new at Worthpoint this year?
Will's presentation on Worthpoint.
Estate sale search.
Chicago.
We have a site called estatesalesearch.com that we're part owners in with Kari Kutzi. This is a listing of estate sales around the country. Competes with estatesales.net, except we do the job better. It's incorporated Worthpoint pricing into it, so the items at the estate sales will have prices that can be linked back into Worthpoint. You can do shipping through it. You can do all kinds of neat stuff through it. You can actually go on there and register as a buyer and put searches in there, so that when somebody lists Lionel toy trains anywhere around the country, it will send you back an email and saying they're there at this estate sale. You can buy it online. You'll be able to send people to go look at the items if you want. If it's an expensive item, when I bought a Shelby years ago, I had people look at 3 different Shelbys before I bought one. I never had to leave my desk. And so I was able to have that done for me. The estate sale dealers, if there are any of you out there, will be able to get free appraisals from lofty.com and their shipping quotes from UShip. So you can buy things remotely at any estate sale around the country, which is pretty cool. So it's certainly going to change how estate sales are done. What Worthpoint's up to that I'm really psyched about is I had a couple of thoughts 8 years ago when I did this. One is that storage would get real cheap online. So we always took images. We took the best image we could ever get and we stored it at Worthpoint. And somebody's going to wish they did this one day, but we're going to do it. I'm glad nobody else is. And the second thing is visual recognition search would get to be here and would get to be very functional. So Worthpoint has image recognition coming, and we will have some of this out this quarter. That we have a huge database of marks, maker marks. I don't know, have ever you guys gone to look at silver or plates, pottery? What is that mark? Well, we've created over 100,000 of them in Worthpoint, and they're set up for image recognition. And so we'll be unveiling that October 27th, and visual recognition will be in there for those items in November. And we're also currently coding iOS and Android applications for it. Click, shoot, take a picture, hopefully tell you what it is. Save all those books, you can throw them away. We've taken marks off of guns, we've taken marks off of toys, we've taken marks off of china, porcelain, any marks that we can find, jewelry marks. So it will really simplify your work. Then you can go right to the pricing database. So here's an example, whoops, of those look like pottery marks, autographs, and you can't read your doctor's signature. Well, not your doctor, but the famous politician. That's a pottery, a porcelain pattern on the right. You can see the spidering in the background. Or something as simple as silverware. What silver pattern is it? You know, it's a pain in the butt to do all that. Symbols, we're starting with military symbols. So what squadron patch is that, for example, or what medal is that? And I laugh and say, I call the product maps, but with Worthpoint Maps, you get there quicker. It's all about saving time, whereas one estate sale dealer, she wants to be first to buy the product. She says, it's going to save my eyes. She's in her 60s. And she said, this is just such hard work, reading all these books. What's coming next year? The Featherlight product I talked about for consumers or hobbyists, $5 to $10 a month. You just get less data or very focused data, but you'll still have a mobile and desktop solution. And actually, libraries are lining up to buy the product, and they're going to offer it free to people in their jurisdictions. So, which is pretty cool. Affinity Groups, I would strongly suggest, and the Bubble Fast guys are at the front of the list, and Cliff Enikin is also in the list, that we're going to have, if you're a member of Worthpoint, a paid member, you'll get discounts from suppliers. So anywhere we have an autograph specialist, Steve Sipe, who's recommended by eBay, and they'll let his certifications be used on eBay. I think there's only 4 companies in that status. that you can get discounted services through them. And I like Steve because he doesn't screw you and charge you full price if it's not a real autograph. Because I hate to send autographs in and spend $30 or something and find out it's not real. That sucks. So Steve is very reasonable. Worthpoint directories, we've already had people want to sign up that we're going to have directories for a trade, like a yellow pages on the site. So you can get anybody from lampshade repairers, furniture repairers, people that repair wax sculptures, where are the antique malls or the flea markets in your area, so we'll have Worthpoint directories. And click and sell and list on eBay. If Amazon will play ball with us, we'll also do Amazon. But eBay's been a great partner in working with us, and so when you find what you think you have on Worthpoint, you'll be able to click and just list it right on eBay. So we think that's real positive. And free in the Worthopedia will be visual recognition for items, not marks or autographs, but just whole items. A lot of times you have this item and you wonder, what is it? And you'll be able to take a picture and match it against our hundreds or billions of pictures and say, here's what we think it is. Just don't get the price. And we're also going to be offering classes by the end of next year in the antiques and collectible space, where you can take accredited classes from us and learn about anything from costume jewelry to oriental rugs, and then you'll be certified from Worthpoint. So that's pretty cool, but Harry Rinker's already signed up to build the classes for us. And we also have a class on, or a book on how to do an estate sale properly and be in that business. And on our maps, if you help me build our library and get us reference books we need that can, and put them into the library. Worthpoint has a library of over 1,000 digitized books and catalogs that we're going to have online in the next, I think in the next month, that you can read about R.S. Prussia pottery, or you can read about, coins, or you can read about Remington guns. We have these books digitized and copyrights for them, and they'll be online. But we're still going to be looking for a lot of manuals, manuscripts, old catalogs, for example, Tiffany catalogs from the early 1900s. If you can get them for us, or scan them for us and put them online, I'll give you free membership to our library, which is, you don't have to have all those books on the shelf anymore. All collectors' books, if you guys have heard of collectors' books, we have copyrights to all the books. I think Schiffer, we have a complete copyright to the library through F&W Media. And so we'll be offering those books online. So that's pretty much what you guys get 10% off for being part of the Chicago Users Group. If you just write down eBay User Group Chicago and use that as a discount code, we'll ask Rich to keep it honest and make sure, we'll give them once a year or so a list to go back and check and make sure these people are registered, because you guys are part of the community. And we value the community, and as part of the community, we give discounts. I think that's important. We also let members resell our product. Robin Levin, do you guys know, anybody know Robin? Everybody knows Robin. Robin signed up to be our first reseller, and I think she's going to head our sales effort. And so I'm letting the cat out of the bag there, but I think Robin's going to be part of Worthpoint. And it's an affinity group, and we let members resell the product and earn up to $45 for every person they bring in, which is pretty good. And you get your own discount code you can give your friends. So you sign up somebody, you get credit for it, they use your code, they get 5% off, and you get paid up to $45. So it's a pretty good deal. Well, that's pretty much where Worthpoint's going next year. I don't know if you guys have any questions for me, or this all started.